So I'm feeding this hot guy shot tequila shots like this big. And he's like, hey, want to go back to my room? I'm like, fuck yeah.
Yo, what's up, y'all boys, man? Welcome back to the podcast. If you like the intro, please sub to the channel and like the vid, because it only gets better from here on out. But with that being said, let's hop right into it.
I don't know. Did you smash anyone in Mexico while you were there?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Oh, Myron.
Oh, shit.
He looked a little like that.
So I saw this British guy, and he was light skinned. Yeah, and he was light skinned, tatted. Oh, he was so sexy.
Yes.
But he had a wife and kids.
Okay.
So
It was a one night stand.
No,
I see the wife. She's chilling at the bar. I go over. I'm like, hey, what's up? I love your bikini. Da, 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 da.
Oh, threesome?
No, I wish. She was hot, but she went. So we started taking shots.
Spiteful.
So we started taking shots, whatever, and she had to go take care of like mommy duties, whatever. And
She brought her kids?
she had one kid. She
She didn't bring her kids to
I
her.
would murder. I would be in jail in Mexico if that would have happened to me.
In Mexican jail.
Okay, let friends go.
So it was the light skinned guy, his wife, and the child. So we were all just chilling at the main pool, whatever. And then she's like, gotta go take care of mommy duties. The kid wants to go to like the kid area, whatever. So I'm feeding this hot guy shot tequila shots like this big. And he's like, hey, want to go back to my room? I'm like, fuck yeah.
She's like, yes, I just got you drunk on his dime.
Yeah, pretty much. So go back to the room, smash real quick, came back, met up with the wife. Hush.
Yo, females be trifling. First of all, we not finna skip past it like this not a crime, my nigga. If a male did this to a female, got a female drunk to smash, that's a crime. You feel me? He would have been in jail for sexual assault right now. But it's double standard, so you know what I'm saying? You know how the media look at this, they're twisted some way to make her seem like she did nothing wrong. But number two, some women have no dignity. So you see the man has a wife and a kid with him, and you still approach the man and try to fuck up their marriage? You get what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy to me, bro. Like, women, I'm not gonna say all women, but some women put out the stigma that men have no respect and all of this shit. But they really need to look from it's an inside investigation sometimes, you feel me? They need to look from the inside and see who really trifling, you know? Cause as I can see in this story, the man didn't go up to her and try to approach her. She approached him. She even eased her way into that conversation by complimenting his wife. She complimented his wife to fuck him. You know how crazy that is? That's the most disrespectful thing I ever seen, you know? Like, some of these women be trifling, man. Y'all need to be careful, y'all boys. Don't, like I said, I make this podcast for PSA awareness. Be careful of females like this, man. And you women, be careful of females like this or your so-called friends that do stuff like this, man. Because women have a lot of stories of their friends having sex with their boyfriends or husbands, having affairs and shit for a long time and not saying shit. Y'all need to make sure everything is straight in the inside the woman gender, and check the men gender. Because hey, both of these genders be fucking up. You feel me? It's crazy.
But
Oh my god!
I saw who I wanted, and I got him, and I was happy. I was content.
Now, when you say light, was he a white guy or was he like a black light skin?
No, light skin, like half, like I don't know what his
like Drake.
half
Whatever.
Oh,
yeah,
okay. I was confused. I was like, is it a white guy? Okay, all right.
No,
Chris. All right, basically
Like
Chris.
Just
Why he had to rotate
ugly.
his chin like that?
And big head.
I think because
his
he's saying
cheek.
I'm light skinned.
Yeah. His
He just doesn't have the.
light skin.
All right.
Okay.
Head
Stick
ass.
with Chris.
And to
right?
make it all worse, I made like a little story time about this, and then I have the wife and the guy on Instagram, and I made a little story time about this, and she DM'd me. This is at least like 2 or 3 years later.
Whoa.
Oh my god!
She DM'd me, and she was like, "Hey, the guy that you were talking about, is that my baby dad?" Name? And I was like, "Sorry, I had to find out like this, but yeah."
Were they still together?
They had another kid after that. she was actually pregnant at the resort and she didn't know.
Aww.
And I felt bad, but like, I don't care. It was just a one-time thing. I'm never going to see you guys again. Oh, you gotta keep your man in line.
You ruined their marriage.
Alright, this crazy. This shit blows my mind. So she got a man drunk, right? To have sex with him. Basically raped him. You know what I'm saying? In every definition, that's rape. If it was reversed, we'd call it rape. So that's what I'm gonna call it. If you want me to go both ways, my way. So she basically raped the man, got him drunk, so he could have sex with him. So she could have sex with him. In the midst of that, she deceived the wife, came in like she was friendly, knowing that he had a wife and kid there, and still did that, right? After the fact, she goes and makes a story for clout. You know, for clout. And exposes him, knowing she has both of them at him. Hey, I don't believe this lie. She didn't forget she knew she had them on Instagram. So she went out and tried to quote unquote expose them for clout. Right? Then years later, right? If she really cared about the wife, she would have told the wife there on the resort. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she would have said, oh yeah, let me push this aside, your husband is not loyal. No, she waited years later. You know? Years later. And then she tells the story. And then when the wife asks, was it him? She don't say yeah. You know how... She, like I said, she obviously don't give a fuck about the wife in this situation. At all. She gives no fuck about the wife. She wanted clout. She got her clout. She on one of the most known podcasts for thought activities. So, I guess she got what she wanted. But, I just mentioned our wife, and she didn't even like... I say this all the time. We need to look out for each other, period, you know, cause we don't waste time. Like if my man's girl was trying to come at me, you feel me, crazy, I'm telling my mans, I'm not finna just entertain it, and then years later, after my man's invested so many years into a woman, had the kids and all, say, oh, well, your wife is a thought. At that point, it's too late, you know, like we already got kids together and shit. So it's crazy to how, like I said, she don't give a fuck about the wife and still it let her, you know what I'm saying? She knew what the husband was on. And I'm not gonna say it was completely his fault. He was drunk, but you can still make good decisions when you're drunk. She still committed a crime, but she knew what she had sex with him, but didn't tell them to after, and she still had multiple kids with him afterwards. And she had to find that out on the internet. It's crazy. But number two, for her to dodge accountability or try to dodge accountability and say, well, if it wasn't, well, I don't care if it's a one night stand, it means nothing to me. What? Some niggas don't give a fuck about nobody else's feelings, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy to me, man. And women try to dodge accountability like bullets, like a bullet time matrix shit, you know what I'm saying? Like they in slow mo, you feel me? But a lot of times society let them dodge accountability just because they're women, man. But I don't give a fuck, man. This lady is a trifling ass thought, my nigga. Like, this is one of the worst scum of the earth, man. It's crazy to me, man. This her whole actions and the way she went about it. And she can't even own up and say, yeah, that was my bad. I fucked up in the moment. She said, oh, I don't care. I'm only gonna see him one time. Like, it doesn't matter to me, you know? She does not even take into reality that how much that hurt that wife, and it's just crazy to me, man. I just can't do some females. It's real crazy.
No, they're still together.
No, we got a home record. They're still together.
They're never going on vacation again together.
How dare you? A home record.
If it wasn't her, we'd be someone else.
Exactly.
We make mistakes in life, okay?
That is true.
I always say I'm a good first wife.
Shout out to Mexico.
That was easy.
All right. Fantastic.
And then on top of that, the other woman, one of the other women on the cast backed her up on the stupidity. If it wasn't her, it'd be somebody else. What? Miss, you are a thought too. Certified Trish. That's what you are. Both of you. How can you defend such like, some people lack the empathy to put somebody else in your shoes, bro. Like, that's one thing I wish they would have asked on this clip particular. Asked her if that was your wife, your husband, and somebody that you, how would you feel? You know, some people just lack thinking ability and critical thinking ability, and still fuck people over, bro. And this is crazy to me how, like I said, after all that fucked up shit she said, all the bullshit she said, the way she tried to douse accountability and said, well, it doesn't matter to me. Some woman still on the podcast, so I applaud the other woman on the podcast for not saying shit, you know, because they knew it was wrong and they didn't like approve of this behavior. But one woman on that podcast approved of this behavior and said, if it wasn't her, it'd be somebody else. You know, we all make mistakes. No. You're a grown ass woman. Cheating is not a mistake. You know what you're doing when you let somebody put their dick in you. Let's keep it a buck, bro. Same thing with men. You know when you put your dick in another female or another person in general, like, you know that's wrong. You know, that's not a mistake. You know, you still went through with it. Like, that's a premeditated action. That's real crazy to me, man. Like, women can get on here on the internet freely and basically dry snitch their crimes on here and no negative thing will happen to them. Let this be a man come on here and say that. The backlash he would face. All the names they would call him. But since he's a woman, she get off with it. It's real crazy to me, y'all boys. But I appreciate y'all listening to my tips, advice, and my commentary on this topic right here. I hope y'all had a good day or night whenever you're watching this. And with that being said, peace out.